All right, what's up, y'all? So we are on episode 5, I believe, of Pop the Balloon and Find Love, of episode 48 with Arlette. Um, we got 2 matches out of the 3. That's the goal so far. I think we have one more. Well, let's see, 54 minutes out of 112, maybe 2, but I think it's 1. So, well, actually, no, yes, it's 4 left. So yeah. So how we react to things here, basically the intro was the panel's Instagram. We already checked the panel's Instagram, so we're not going to go through that again. We're going to check the Instagram of the person that comes out, tap in a little bit, see what they got going on, and then you just react as far as, like, the crazy pops, or the crazy answers. We answer the questions sometimes as well. It's a vibe. We like to have fun over here. So yeah, we're good. Thank you for clicking. If this is your first time, I appreciate you. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe if you like the content. That simple. I'd appreciate it. Channel would appreciate it, all that. So yeah, let's go ahead and tap in.
Okay, let's bring out our next single lady.
Get the IG ready right quick.
Hello, welcome in. What's your
Okay.
name?
Brittney,
Brittney, how old are you?
38.
And what do
Okay, Brittney,
you do?
let's look. Let's look at the IG. All right, here we go. Here's Brittney. Oh, she took a picture with the rest of the crew. That's cute. That's what's up. Oh, she's an actress. Wait, is that an actress or a book? Book. Gotcha. Okay. Very pretty woman. Very, very, very pretty woman. Okay. Got some good stuff. What y'all think, though? She's pretty. Do I think she's gonna go with a match? Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully.
I'm a clinical lead for a research company, and I also co-own Sunset Falls Healthcare. It's a mental health outpatient treatment center in Tucson.
Oh, nice.
love that.
Okay. And what are some things you like to do for fun?
So I'm real spontaneous.
Go
I
ahead and pop
enjoy
one balloon.
like
Oops,
just
my
waking
fault.
up on Saturday mornings and deciding that day what I'm gonna do, because
Let me go back real quick. I'm
I
sorry,
don't like
y'all.
to plan too far. You know what I mean? I'm a clinical lead for a research company, and I also co-own Sunset Falls Healthcare. It's a mental health outpatient treatment center in Tucson.
Oh, nice. Okay. And what are some things you like to do for fun?
So I'm real spontaneous. I enjoy like just waking up on Saturday mornings and deciding that day what I'm gonna do, because I don't like to plan too far. You know what I mean? But like I'll wake up,
Yeah.
go to the beach, like
I mean,
take a
that's-
drive. If I'm in Tucson, I'll drive to San Diego.
Wow.
If I'm in Houston, I'll drive to Galveston. I mean, that beach is not the best, but hey, I'm gonna stick by it. That's what we got.
I've heard people say that beach is terrible. I used to want to be like on the beach over there so bad, but like I've never heard a good story about Galveston beaches. Not one. Jeez, man.
I'm sick excited. Also, I enjoy like giving back. I like feeding the homeless.
Nice.
Aw.
I enjoy a lot of different things. I'm kind of random. DIY, like I'll look up different YouTube videos on like how to lay laminate floors and
Oh, wow.
try to do it.
Okay.
It's random. But yeah,
I be doing
just
the
like
same
to have
thing.
fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what do you look for in a man?
So I like a guy that is really confident, a guy that is like knows the value of a woman, a man that is God-fearing for sure. I want him to have a relationship with God, and like instead of just checking off a box, like I went to church on Sunday, like I prefer for him to try to spend some time in the presence and cultivate that relationship. Also, I like a guy that is persistent, consistent. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What are some
much.
deal breakers?
Okay.
Deal breakers, I would say bad hygiene,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
Also, a guy that is rude, inconsiderate, doesn't have a relationship with God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
High level overview.
There you go.
Sounds good.
There you go. That's it.
All right. So, We do have a pop balloon.
Okay.
Let's go on over there. All right, your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
My name is Nick. I'm 40. I would say like you're beautiful, attractive, but
Thank you.
if I see you at the store, Target or something, I wouldn't approach you. It's not because you're not
Yeah.
beautiful. It's just like I wouldn't say you're not my type.
Just
Yeah.
stand on it, buddy.
Okay.
Don't go back and forth. Just stand on it. Like you said what you said. It's okay. It's cool. It wasn't rude or disrespectful or anything. It's just, I wouldn't approach you if I saw you out.
If you saw her at Target, you said you wouldn't.
Nah.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Now, is he someone that's your type?
No,
Okay. And why not?
but you're very handsome. I just typically like a guy that has a little bit more meat on his bones. And just the lips are a little dark for me, but you're very handsome.
Uh-oh.
And you carry yourself very well. If I saw you at Target, I would actually compliment you and tell you that you looked handsome that day, but I wouldn't.
Yo, Arlette. Yo. Yo. I ain't gonna lie, Arlette been on time again. We not. Hey, Arlette, I'm not taking you serious, gang. Like, yo, I don't know. I didn't know what that was at first until I seen her face. That was her laughing. Because she knows hey, listen.
And why not?
But you're very handsome. I just typically like a guy that has a little bit more meat on his bones. And just the lips are a little dark for me, but you're very handsome. And you carry yourself very well. If I saw you at Target, I would actually compliment you and tell you that you looked handsome that day, but I wouldn't see my.
Trying to keep it together, bro. I'm crying. Like that's the part where you looking at your friend. Like, don't look at me when in a serious moment, because I'm gonna bust out laughing. That's exactly what she did, bro. Arlette's funny, man. People be sleeping on Arlette. She is funny.
Myself walking with you, But yeah, you're very handsome.
I respect that.
All right. Thank you.
People be
Let's
sleep,
head
man.
on back. We've got 3 guys left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
Okay. So how have you guys prepared yourself for a relationship?
Good question. That's a good
Okay.
question.
Name and age.
I feel like honestly, this may be a bad take, but I feel like dating prepares you for a relationship. You're not gonna know what you like and what you don't like if you're not put in the fire dating somebody. You know what I mean? So let's say, for example, you know what? I'm the reactor. I'll use me as an example. I dated a woman with 2 kids, right? Dated a woman with 2 kids. I don't have any. I found out that 1 is most likely my limit because there's a lot of time and effort that goes on with having 1 child, let alone 2. So when we were dating, it went okay, but it wasn't really enough time for me because she had 2 kids living in 2 separate places. Like it was a lot going on. So, ultimately we called it off. It is what it is. We didn't make things official, stuff like that. But I now know that if I'm presented with that situation again, I'm most likely not going to make it romantic, and that's okay. You gotta date. You gotta figure stuff out. You gotta figure out ways to get to know yourself in the state of being that you want to be in. It doesn't even have to be a relationship. You could be like, talk about a student. You don't know how to be a student, how to learn, how to study, how to retain information, things like that, unless you're actually there in the classroom.
And how have you prepared yourself for a relationship?
Jonathan, 41, prepare myself for a relationship. I pray to God every day.
That too.
I've been through plenty of relationships. I've been married. I did counseling to better myself as a human, as a man, to be ready for my partner.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a good answer.
Name and age, and how did you prepare yourself to be in a relationship?
My name is Sincere. I'm 45, and the way that I prepare myself to be in a relationship is just a whole lot of self-reflecting. Sitting down, looking over why things didn't go right before, why things might have got derailed, seeing what part I played in that. I think the biggest thing about people is just being very self-aware. If you're self-aware, you can notice your own flaws.
Absolutely.
You can see like, maybe I was tripping, I overtalked, I wasn't attentive, I didn't listen. Just
real.
simple things, and it's not as difficult as people might make it to just be self-aware and understand like the same thing that you don't want done to you, you don't do to others. And that type of thing. Just like
That's
I said,
real.
being very self-aware and understanding where I'm taking missteps at and fixing those.
Absolutely.
And that's how I prepare myself to be in a relationship.
Wow, that's amazing.
And over here, your name and age, and how
She's
did you prepare
very
yourself to be in a
attentive. I
relationship?
like that.
My name is Reggie. I'm 44. How I've worked to prepare myself for a relationship or my next relationship is dealing with any past traumas that I've experienced, self-reflection, just working to build myself up to be someone that, is desirable, someone who has, something to offer. So, yeah, just, dealing with past
That's real.
hurts, healthy, and learning that, the other person isn't always at fault for how things end up.
That's
it takes
true.
two.
Absolutely.
And so just accepting responsibility for any faults that I may have had in past relationships and just working to fix those.
That's amazing.
And what about for yourself? How did you work on yourself to prepare for your next relationship?
Definitely therapy. I believe in therapy. I'm good. Yeah, everybody I think needs a therapy, but
I agree.
Also a lot of self-reflection. Just thinking about how my role in failed relationships, and
Yeah.
what I could do to fix it. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to hand you a pick now.
That's a great point. Everybody made great points here. And like points that I made in the past about like, my last relationship not working out and I still don't know the reason why to this day. Me personally, I feel like I'm a very understanding, attentive, listening to comprehend type of person. And for me to not understand why my relationship didn't work out, even though we've been together for almost 6 years, maybe I just wasn't good at those things in the right places for her, because somebody should know that. Like if you're together for almost 6 years with somebody and one day the feelings just aren't there anymore, that's literally just how it happened. It felt like. So it's like, hey, maybe I need to do some self-reflecting too. Maybe I need to do some soul searching too. And after doing that, I'm like, hey, maybe I just wasn't there in the right aspect. I don't know. I still don't know to this day, but regardless, it is what it is. Just learn from it, take it, and move on.
There you go. And I'm going to have you pop one balloon.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever you're ready. Go ahead.
Okay.
Who's she gonna pop?
All right. Okay, and now, Reggie, why did you have your balloon unpop? Stand next to me.
Well, she seems like she has a lot to offer. She seems
I'd say
like
so, too.
she's done some good work on herself to build herself up for a new relationship, and she seems like she's ready and is responsible, or should I say mature. So, and she's attractive as well. So that's why.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Reggie.
And why'd you end up popping his balloon?
He's so handsome. And I love your response. I just typically go for someone that, I don't know, it's probably the tattoos. But actually, I like the tattoos. I just had to pop someone. I'm sorry.
No, it's hard.
Gosh, but you're very well put together, and
It's fine.
yeah.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
What was the reason?
All right. We've got two guys left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Hey, man.
What is the most significant relationship in your life right now, and what makes that relationship so significant?
Besides God. Well, I'm not even gonna say besides God. That's a crazy statement, but I'd say no. You know what? I'm gonna say God, because the end all be all, in my opinion, the end all be all. everything goes through God. So I need to make sure that I'm right with him, make sure everything that I do goes through him, all my thoughts, all my, next steps, how to approach things, everything. So if that's in line, if that's good, then I'm good to go. I have the faith to move forward, and simple as that.
Okay. Start right here.
Easy money. My kids, easy money. I have 2 kids. My daughter and my son, 4 and 12, and that's the most significant relationship in my life. Taking care of them, guiding them, pushing them to be great. My life kind of tied around them in a sense, but I also had the freedom to do whatever I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, because how successful I am in my own business. So, you know what I'm saying? But the most significant relationship would be my kids.
Dry.
Head to heels over everything.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And what about over here?
Jonathan, 41. I got to steal his answer. My daughter's 17, freshman in college. My twin, we look just alike, they say. They say we eat everything alike, so. But that's it. My daughter, maybe my god sister too. Yeah, my god sister and my daughter, yes.
Okay.
All right. And then let's start back to you. What about for yourself?
So for me, I would say I had to really grow my relationship with God.
Yeah,
Because,
that's
I was
real.
going through some things, had some few dark times, and I just really had to just, dive back into the Word and
That's
cultivate
real.
that relationship with God. So I would definitely say God.
Number one.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, guys. Any questions for her? Okay, go ahead.
You have any kids?
I do. I have one amazing 20-year-old. She's in college, going to school to be a veterinarian. She's makes straight A's. She's like
Okay.
a genius, and she's a lot of fun to be around. So yeah, that's like my little best friend.
Deserves a clap.
Okay, and one other question. Light skin lives matter, right?
Here we go. The whole episode. The whole episode. What the fuck? What just happened? Why is Bad Baby remixing? Oh, what is going? Wait, what is? What? Why did it go back?
She's in college, going to
That was weird. I forgot my train of thought now.
school to be a veterinarian. She's makes straight A's. She's like a genius, and she's a lot of fun to be around. So yeah, that's like my little best friend.
Okay, and one other question. Light
Oh.
skin lives matter, right?
Yeah, because the whole episode they've been on his head being light skinned. So hey,
I'm just asking. I know Kendrick Lamar messed us up, but can you bring us back?
Oh my gosh. Light skin lives matter.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. Thank you.
All right. Any questions here?
Yeah, I do. I got, where you live?
In Tucson, well, Houston, but I travel to Tucson quite often.
What part of Houston?
Near Alvin, Galveston.
Yeah, okay. That's cool. I'm from Houston too. That's why I'm asked that.
Oh, what part?
The Southwest. I'm Memorial, basically. I stay in the Memorial area, like Memorial, Galleria, in between that
I know
area.
exactly where that is.
Understandable.
Uh-oh.
What else? I
Uh-oh.
got to ask you, beautiful.
Uh-oh.
Do you hit the gym?
I do. So when my knees agree, I love CrossFit. But yeah, I just did a marathon. It was pretty hard, and
Shout out
yeah,
to
it took
you.
a toll. But I love working out. Yes, that's really important. I actually meant to say that, but I forgot. But
No, you
yeah, I love the gym.
Uh-oh.
Like absolutely.
bringing
If
other
I'm not
answers
doing,
out of her
something
GGs.
hardcore CrossFit, then I enjoy just taking long walks.
So what's your profession again? Do your profession allow you to be able to move around, travel, do your thing?
It does. Yes.
Okay, and what is it again?
I'm clinical lead for a research company, and that's remote. And I also co-own a mental health clinic.
Interesting. That's different. Very different. Sexy.
Thank you.
It is. No, hey,
All right.
call it how you see
So
it. It
it's
is.
time to pop a balloon whenever.
Love a woman with her own motion and money, and I'm telling you, it's different over there. It's different over there. It's different when you get a woman that is on the same type of timing that you're on, already has her own, wants to get more, using you as like, you know, an addition to her life, not, you know, being the sole reason to live, which is crazy. It's different over there, man. And I love it here. Oh, I don't got nobody, but still, like, those are the type of women I go for. It's amazing. It's good. It's good to like have enough to like have a woman that wants to spoil you back, and because you know you're a giver as a man, giver, leading, protecting, all this other stuff. You know what I mean? But like when she has her own motion too, everything, man.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop that one.
Can I ask one more question? Please.
Okay, go ahead. Yes,
Thank you
yes,
so
yes.
He said he had a 4-year-old, a 12-year-old,
And then his is 17.
17-year-old,
Oh, 17 and 12.
17 and 12-year-old. What is the relationship like with the parent of
question.
your children? The other
Okay.
parent?
Good question.
Co-parenting.
Jonathan, 41, great. I mean, both of my kids live. We have a good communication. We're good.
Okay, and both kids are by the same.
No, my first daughter is by my first marriage when I was 21 in college, and I have another daughter.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. What about here?
She said, what was the question again?
Their co-parenting
Come on,
relationship.
bro.
How is that?
That's what I was thinking about. First, I want to commend you for the way you said the parent of your kids and not your baby mamas.
I don't like that word
'Cause,
either.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's
I
real.
want to commend you on the respectful way you asked that question. Secondly, I have an awesome relationship. My first son mother, that was my high school sweetheart, married for all my life to her, got a divorce, and then my second child is by the person I was in a relationship for the last 6 years. So, yeah, I got a great relationship. They could never go without. As long as I'm here, like, they the mother of my kids. So if they hurting, then my kids hurting, and they see that,
That's
I can't
real.
have that. So
Absolutely.
if they would ever
That's
need
real.
anything, like my son mother is married, if they ever feel on hard times, they could come stay with me. I got y'all. Bring your husband, bring everybody. Y'all come post up here. My daughter mama, you know what I'm saying? If anything was to ever happen, fall on bad times, hard times, I got them. Come on. So we all cool. It's a big, happy family. No issues. We intermingle. It's a great thing.
That's amazing. It's beautiful.
That's
All
that's
right,
rare
now it's
too.
time to pop.
Very rare.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead. Keep the balloon still.
Okay.
Arlette be on timing, bro.
I already knew Houston.
loses again.
Don't say that.
All right, so you had your balloon for quite some time. Why so?
Beautiful lady, very educated, like what she was talking about. So just, I was
Thank
interested.
you. Thank you so much.
Keep up the good work, too.
Thank you.
And why'd you end up popping his?
Just honestly, I should have said that whenever I initially came out, but I prefer a guy that has children by one woman.
No.
He doesn't.
But I appreciate that, the co-parenting situation is good.
Guy from Houston doesn't.
But you're very handsome.
Thank you.
And I love your skin tone.
Am I tripping?
It's great. It's a great
Am I
skin
tripping?
tone. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You're beautiful yourself.
Thank you. I love the hair. You have a nice smile. Yeah, it's like you light up the room. So, yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. Don't make me cry.
Okay, so you said you prefer a man who has children by one. So if I'm corrected, you have two, right?
Right.
You have two separate mothers.
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a deal breaker for you?
Yeah.
It is. Okay.
You're good.
I'm sorry.
So you did hold on to your balloon for quite some time. Why so?
Basically, I done popped on everybody, so I ain't want to pop again towards the end. Now, that's not take away nothing from the beautiful young lady. She was in Houston, so I felt like it was some opportunity there at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's her loss, not mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what you judging off of, you know what I'm saying, then at the end of the day, hey, babe, I'm him, Jim. You missing out.
All right. Now, is he someone that's your type?
Absolutely. I love your dimples.
Thank you, beautiful.
Yes, you're very handsome.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
You
yeah.
know, you holding it on. You killing yourself. That's what. Let me ask you this though. Can I ask? Can I talk all that? Can I do a little? Do my thing.
Let's hear it.
Why would you base judgment on how many
But he hurt.
the mothers? Like if they have
He
more
hurt.
than one. Like
The only reason
can you
is-
have more than one marriage?
The only reason I say that is because
Mm-hmm.
I want more children. And so I will be the third baby,
But what
parent
that
to your-
mean though? That's what I'm
I
trying to
just-
figure out. If you the third baby mama, I really feel like, or if you the third mother of the child,
Right, yeah, like
I really feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's based on how he handling the situation. I feel like you need to
Absolutely.
delve into the situation and find out more. Like, was he out here just being and slanging it everywhere, or were these long-term relationships?
Maybe,
Were
yeah.
they locked in? You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? What's his relationship with the mothers? Like, all that should play a part in it. But if you're just looking at it from a surface standpoint and popping, then you losing, beautiful.
I understand, but this is surface. I mean, how deep can we really get in this short amount of time?
You did get deep though. You asked
Yeah.
pointed questions when you asked the relationship with the child's mother. That was a
That's
very
pretty
pointed
deep.
question. I feel like that should have held some weight on your end. But at the end of the day, though, I can
Nah, he
respect your
hurt.
choice. I'm just letting you know you're losing.
he
I appreciate.
he wanted her bad. He wanted her bad. Hey man, I ain't mad at him. That's a beautiful woman right there. He wanted her bad. Cause ain't no way I'm coming out my body like that. It's me being a reactor is different than me being up there. I'd be like, I don't have one. I have two. I have two, children's mothers. So I could have went into all that. Maybe, not antagonizing her, not making her like, oh yeah, you lost it. Like I wouldn't do none of that. Like, hey, this could have been a little more like he said, the pointed question, excuse me, it could have been received in a better light. 30 seconds about that. That's why I had my balloon unpopped. Call it a day.
Appreciate that.
No problem.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's all the balloons popped. But thank you so much for coming
you.
on. Let's give it up for her, guys.
Thank
I'll
you,
take
guys.
the mic. Thank you.
Well, we didn't get 3. We got 2 matches. We didn't get 3. So it is what it is. Wait, did we get 3? No, we got 2. We got 2. So,
Yeah.
oops. It is what it is, man. Another great episode. Thank you, Arlette, for posting. Looking for the next one next week.